Hello everyone, I'm back with another video, and in today's video we have a Lenovo laptop. It's a Lenovo IdeaPad 1 or 1i, and the exact model is a 15iAU7, and that information can be found on the back sticker or inside the BIOS. And in this video I'm going to cover up how you can add or remove and upgrade the RAM for your laptop. This laptop does come with an 8 gig RAM. And I get lots of people asking me that in the task manager, it shows that there's a 1 out of 2 RAM available or 2 out of 2, stuff like that. The task manager will always be wrong on a laptop. We have no idea why Windows doesn't work around with the BIOS manufacturer or with the laptop manufacturer to give you the right answer. It doesn't tell you. So pretty much you have to open it to see it because it detects onboard RAM as a RAM DIMM, which is not a RAM slot. The slot is where you can add or remove something, right? Because this laptop does come with a 4 gig RAM DIMM and RAM is installed in a RAM DIMM and a 4 gig onboard soldered onboard. All right. So just remember, by removing the RAM, upgrading the RAM, you're not going to change anything in the system. Everything's going to be left the way you had it before. So pretty much you want to power it off. This is a brand new one, so I'm going to put a worktop pad on the bottom so I don't scratch. And we're going to flip it upside down. And down here, we're going to grab ourselves the opening tools and a screwdriver set. I'll recommend the iFixit screwdriver set as they have all the bits that you require. I purchased myself this screw bit, the basic tool set. We're going to use a torque number 5, T5. If you get the Pro set, that will include you with an opening tools and some tweezers. If not, grab yourself a metallic guitar picks. These are really suitable to opening cases and covers. All right, down here, we're going to see a whole bunch of screws. I believe there's two types of screws, the longest screws on the back and the short screws on the side towards the front. Let me double check that. No, this is a long one. This is a short one. So the longest screws are the back row and the mid row, the one in the middle too. And the short ones are the front row. So remove all the screws and keep them in a separate pile. So the short ones are in the front row. Keep them in a separate. So you don't want to put a long screw in a short place. So otherwise it's going to come through the palm rest. Something we call that a nipple on the other side. So remove the long screws and remove the short screws. Also, if you guys like my videos, if you find my videos helpful and helping you guys out, you can support the channel by clicking the like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. It helps and motivates me to make more videos, take requests, and answer your questions in the comment area. All right, once we remove the screws, so you can see they have the long screws right over here and the short screws. We're going to grab the laptop from the corner. We're going to put the opening tool right in there, about 1 or 2 millimeters, not too much. And then you just want to twist it upward. You want to hear those click sound. You want to work yourself on the side. Don't stick too much of the guitar pick, just about 2 or 3 millimeters. As long as it grips it, and that's it. And you want to do the front end. You want to work yourself all around in the front end, to the corner, to the other side. Go to the back corner, like that. Once you did those, you want to put it down. You want to grab from the back corners. You want to lift it up. There's a clips in the back. Just lift it up, wiggle it around a little bit, and it will release the clips at the back, right there. There we go. And there we have the bottom cover. And right over here, we can see that there's a battery right in here, battery connector, and the RAM right in here. So there's only one RAM DIMM available in here. There's no 2 secondary DIMM. And there's not even a space to place a RAM on the other side. It's not even a less than a millimeter space in there. To remove the RAM, you want to put your fingers on the side of this trigger like this, and you want to push them away from each other, just like that. Oops, this RAM just came out. And the RAM should come out in this 45-degree angle. And then what you want to do, you want to yank it upward. You want to crack the RAM or the DIMM. You want to slide it backward. Okay, you slide the RAM back. This is a DDR4 266 Hertz, 2066. You can put a DDR4 3200. That's fine. The BIOS will adjust the speed to whatever it can. If the RAM on the board are in the same frequency as this one, is at 2666. And if you put a 3200 hertz in here, it's going to lower the speed for this one to match the other one, because it will not be able to boost up the speed for the onboard RAM. So you can put a 16 gig in DDR4 in here, and it will add with a 4 gig that you have in there, and it works perfectly fine. We have done this for many clients. So what you want to do, you want to grab the 16 gig RAM. I'll leave the link in the video description. Make sure the notch on the RAM matches the notch on the DIMM right in here, the cut. And you want to bring it down in 45-degree angle. Inside the connector, all the pins are inside, and you want to push it towards the motherboard, and you want to see these triggers open and close. And that's how you know the RAM is in place. Doesn't matter the orientation of the RAM chip. You might have a RAM that you purchased. There's a RAM module chips on both sides. That's perfectly fine. There's nothing to worry about that. As long as the notch matches, you're more than fine. You do not need to disconnect the battery to do this service, as long as you don't drop any metallic object on the board. By touching, nothing's going to happen. On the board, you don't try to drop some guitar pick or screwdriver, stuff like that. You're more than fine. But if you think you're going to be really clumsy and you're going to drop something, you can disconnect the battery by pulling this jack connector towards the right. Wiggle around and slide out. That way you can disconnect it. To plug it back in, make sure you plug it straight inside the jack and pinch it right in there. Right, once you're done with that, all you need to do is to grab the bottom cover, put it on top, and just pinch them down. Make sure you pinch the corner side. It has to go in. Pinch the back row. Make sure it does nice big click sounds. And you see any gap openings, you can just pinch them together and it will go to its place. Let me see if there's anything open down here. No. And I will power it on so you guys can see that it does power on. So first I'm going to put the screws at the bottom. Put the back corner ones, these are the important one. So punch it down really nicely. All right, now that we put the screws in, we can flip it over. And we have deactivated to flip to boot, so we can power it on and tap on F2 to go to the BIOS, because I don't want to wait to go to the window to check. You can tap it up, and down here we can see the RAM system memory 16 gig. So there's a 4 gig, is a 16 gig. So that was an 8 gig and an 8 gig. So you can remove the 8 gig and put a 16 gig. It will add up with an 8 gig that you have on board. And this is how you can remove or add, upgrade the RAM for your IdeaPad 1 model 15i-AU7. If you have any question or requests, feel free to leave them in the video comment. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.